Hello YouTube. This one here is I'm gonna give a little shout out to my guy Anthony Brian Logan ABL. Check him out on the YouTube channels. Uh, yeah, he's got a great little forum. What he does is he kind of he does little comments thing, and he a little reactionary videos sometimes once in a while, and those are especially funny. He's got a great sense of humor. He's a good friend of mine. I consider him a friend. I've never met him yet. But the guy takes time out to listen to people, and it's a rare quality with people these days. Actually, he's got a little bit of melanin in his skin, no big deal, He come up with at the end of his last video, he says something along the lines of, "Well, what do I know? I'm just a guy talking on the internet." And it's just I had a belly laugh. I'm sorry, I had to laugh about that. That was funny, He took a take on it was a thing with Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and Porter asked her something about how come you don't replace Omarosa with another black person, and which I think is kind of cringy. And it's a white lady. Who does that? Who does that? He had a great take on it. Great video. I love the video. I was watching. I kind of chuckled a couple of times. And it's hard to do these days. Is chuckle at people that ask stupid questions. It's like, are you serious? So, and I know he's a busy guy. He doesn't get all to his comments on his comment section. He's probably got thousands of them. Probably gets notification. He turns that stuff off before he goes to bed. His phone, everything gets shut off, and he probably just, why am I doing this? I can't get. I'm sure I'm absolutely positive. I can't even respond to half of these, much less find one that I like. So he probably tough for him to get back. So I kind of. But the comments, I make comments sometimes on his videos and stuff, and that's pretty much for his viewers. So that's I don't expect him to answer all the time, but every once in a while I'll make him a meme or something, and he responds to them. If I single him out, yeah. So I look past that. That's all the comments that I make are pretty much for his viewers. I know he can't get back to him, so that's cool with me. I'm good with that. The thing was, the video was on discrimination, and how I guess the main flavor of it was that President Trump should be hiring more black people, or replace Omarosa because he fired her. She should be replaced by another black person. Well, I mean, are you gonna replace it with somebody kind of like her? The hell no, you ain't gonna replace her with somebody that goes walking into a room with a camera and a phone and then hits record and just starts walking into places. You call them on the phone and they're recording you. They bug in their own phones. Hell no, he ain't gonna hire somebody like that. It's a security breach. Of course she's getting her security clearance taken. Brandon getting his security clearance. Everybody goes, ooh, security clearance. Ooh. There's 4.5 million people with security clearances. Way too many. And it's like handing out Nobel Peace Prizes to everybody who walks down the street. Eventually, what good is a security clearance if everybody's got one? 4.5, that's over 1% of the population. That's 1 in every 100 people that you meet has a security clearance of some kind. Let that sink in. You're over sitting in a restaurant, look around, there's 150 people in there. At least one person has a security clearance in that room. That's especially scary. So, that ain't cool either. Not good. Normally, and not to mention, just handing them out like hotcakes and stuff. But that's I'll put that on the back burner. About 20 years ago they passed this thing called affirmative action, where it said we got to hire more black people. Doesn't matter if they're qualified or smart, can even read. Doesn't matter where they come from. It's just like if they come in, you got to hire them. Gotta hire them, not consider them. You gotta hire them. You gotta have a certain quota of people that come in, and because of their skin color, or and they're all about it. Oh yeah, you gotta give a black man a job. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But when discrimination works the other way, flip the script. They're not happy about it. But if it works in their favor, they're happy about it. I guess I could be discriminated for, but they don't want to be discriminated. So when they say, we're going to do away with the affirmative action, no! They love their discrimination all of a sudden. So, I found that kind of weird too. And okay, now, and I read the comment sections on some of his videos, and while it's live streaming, and I sometimes call into a show in a live stream, and he's live streaming, and I see one thing rolls by, what's with the sunglasses? What's with the sunglasses? Well, I don't want people to look inside my soul. The eyes are the window to your soul, you know? I don't want people being able to see inside my eyes what I'm doing. And besides the fact, I got something going on, and I don't want you guys seeing this with my eyes. I got something going on here. I'll show you how I do it. Okay. I got one of these. See? And I read off the board. I cheat a little. I'm high tech like that, So I don't want you guys to see me doing this, and I don't move my head. I just move my eyes. So you can't tell, but I'm looking up and down, up and down, up and down. Right now I'm doing it. That's what the glasses are about. Thirdly, it's my YouTube channel. I wear sunglasses at night if I want to. They even wrote a song about it back in the 80s. I wear my sunglasses. I'm just kidding. Hey, look, shout out to ABL. This whole YouTube video is dedicated strictly to him and his show. He's got a wonderful program going on. You know what the thing is? He takes the time and he lets people talk, and he listens. Especially rare these days. And the fact that he has a little bit extra melanin in his skin is irrelevant. He's a very considerate human being. That's what I see when I talk to him. I like talking to him because he listens. And see, well, nobody could trample over me on this format and interrupt. But during the live shows, live broadcasts, I welcome it. I like someone to interrupt once in a while and say, hey, look, you've gone too far, I like being put in my place once in a while too, so that's here and there. Now, what we see when we look at somebody, the first thing we notice, if you make eye contact with somebody, you're in a grocery store, first thing you notice is either how tall or short they are, their skin color, your physical attributes, your physical attributes. You say, ooh, this guy, he got a gray beard. He must be over 30. Things like that. Must be. Well, you can take assumptions by someone's skin color, somebody's facial hair, somebody's height. Ooh, they must have fed him good when he was a baby. Things like that. But don't assume because somebody's tall that they can slam dunk. Because some people are just clumsy. And don't do anything with the feet size with the ladies. You know what I'm talking about. The feet size has nothing to do with it. Trust me, I know. I'll move on. There's there's discrimination going on even in Mexico. Okay, I did a little bit. And another thing I kind of touched on, rednecks. Rednecks are they're a brand of people. They're typically from Scotland, and they were against the king of the English throne. Being from Scotland, it's kind of attached to England a little bit. No, not a little bit. It's attached to England. It's part of England is Scotland. And they would wear these red bandanas around their necks. So when they were in battle, they could tell who each other's were. So they were called rednecks. Had nothing to do with their skin color. In Appalachia during the Revolutionary War, there's the same band of miscreants from Appalachia, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina. You see that whole little area right there, Virginia. That whole little area, there was a bunch of Scottish people. They wore their rednecks so they could tell who each other were, so they can get shot in the back. He was aiming in on somebody. They had the little bandana on. So, oh, don't shoot him. That's your cousin. So that's what that was all about. I'm running out of time here. But even in Mexico, there are lighter colored, skin colored Mexicans, and there's darker colored skin Mexicans. The natives were the darker colored skin Mexicans, and they are actually discriminated against by the European brand of Mexicans, which are Spanish and native mix. And they don't want nothing to do with each other. And when they come here, it's the same thing. I see them out in the field all the time. They don't want nothing to do with each other. You're a dark-skinned Mexican and a light-skinned. You just put them next to each other. Dang, I didn't know. And they tell you that. So, anyways, shout out to ABL. Doing a great job. God bless. don't see someone smiling, give them one of yours.